Welcome back to the Hotep Money Channel, where we cover the latest in artificial intelligence and finance news. I'm your host, Hotep Jesus, and without further ado, let's get right into today's show. Now, speaking of artificial intelligence, the AI agents, and all of the other stuff, I've been screaming for weeks that it seems to be just all hype and not a lot of substance. Although there is some good things, I've been, like I said, I told you guys yesterday, I was playing with Perplexity computer. Today, I was doing some research on launching my own LLM locally, which is probably going to be something that I do soon. But there is a lot of hype, like more hype than work. So it's not like there's no work being done. It's just the hype is bigger. And I want to show you a clip of this video really fast.
So the CEO of Y Combinator, Gary Tan, just open sourced a project, and you would think from the tweet that he just released Linux or something. His CTO friend texts him, and his friend is telling him, bro, your G-Stack is crazy. This is like God mode. 90% of all new repos will be using this in the future. This man is posting like he open sourced the cure for cancer. It's a folder of prompts. And I don't mean that like disparagingly. No. It's literally a bunch of markdown files that tell Claude to pretend to be different people. One of them says, act like a CEO. One of them says, act like a staff engineer. That's the product. That's G-Stack. This is what the president of the most prestigious startup accelerator on earth posted on GitHub with the conviction of a man delivering the Sermon on the Mount. And I
Now, I'm not sure if Silicon Valley's doing a rug pull or not, but they are doing a lot of hype work. And you know what else happened with Silicon Valley? They actually have removed the influencer. They have removed the influencer and have become the influencers themselves. And they have this circle jerk. I noticed that all the guys who run AI companies, tech companies, all Silicon Valley types, they like rotate and say, hey, I'm launching a product today. They probably have it like scheduled in some sort of calendar. Like, hey, I'm launching this product today. Let's all like push it. And then like everybody quote tweets the project and it gets millions of views and adoption goes through the roof. But I've been seeing a lot of projects and I'm just like, the hype is bigger than the actual project. So I just want to, make sure you put that on your plate. Make sure you guys don't get caught up in the hoopla before you see some sort of AI software or hardware, whatever it is. Second guess it first. Second guess it. See if you really need it. See if it matches the hype. Next up, China. Yeah. So China decided that they were going to create robot servers, waiters. Let's go to the tape. So it goes berserk. The robot goes berserk. It was supposed to be serving tables and doing its job, and it must have forgot its purpose and switched programs and started dancing. It was like, it's time to dance. And they're like, wait, it is not time to dance. Stop it. Again, I reiterate, bring the humans back. Operation Bring the Humans Back. Next up, the Cybertruck. Take a look at this clip from Fox News of a mother and her infant on board nearly drives off a bridge. Bruh. You see this? Cybertruck. Wow. Again, I reiterate, Operation Bring Back the Humans. If you're in the chat, type hashtag Bring Back the Humans. We gotta rethink this. Everything is not going according to plan. Things are starting to go awry. I've said this before. I don't think I'll ever get in one of those Waymo vehicles where there's no driver. No, sir. Maybe when I don't know. I might eat my words, but I cannot see it happening in the near future. I'm not getting in those vehicles. There's no way. I am too much of a control freak to allow that to happen. No, sir. No, sir. I don't want an electric vehicle. I don't want a vehicle that drives itself. I am perfectly capable of handling the vehicle myself. That's why I can't wait to get my 67 Chevy. Get my 67 Chevy. I might give me a Chevelle. I don't know, but I'm going to get me something nice and old and antique. NVIDIA, Huang came out yesterday. We talked about it yesterday, and he had a lot of announcements. And one of his announcements had mixed reviews. DLSS 5. And basically, it's some sort of AI technology that enhances the graphics on video games automatically or something like that. I don't know. I guess you turn it on and it just enhances the graphics. Now, some people were, they were shouting this down like, oh, it's corny, it's whack, blah, 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 blah. Other people were like, hey, man, cut them some slack. Like, let's be honest. If they didn't say this was AI and it was some sort of other technology, everybody would be on board. And I agree with that take. I think if they didn't say this was AI, those same naysayers would be like, oh, wow, this is great technology. Look at the graphics. The graphics are getting better. But because it's AI, everybody's got to hate on it. So, yeah, looks like the video game world is getting a bit of an upgrade. More on NVIDIA. I traded NVIDIA today. I scalped a couple of dollars off of NVIDIA. Not much, just a couple of dollars. Wang says we're going to outer space. Sounds like Elon Musk.
I'll spend very little time on this time. However, we're going to space. We've already been out in space. Thor is radiation approved, and we're in satellites. You do imaging from satellites. In the future, we'll also build data centers in space. Obviously, very complicated to do so. We're working with our partners on a new computer called Vera Rubin Space One, and it's going to go out to space and start data centers out in space. Now, of course, in space, there's no conduction, there's no convection, there's just radiation, and so we have to figure out how to cool these systems out in space. But we've got lots of great.
Oh, yeah, NVIDIA's going to outer space. Data centers in space. More from NVIDIA. NVIDIA has unleashed Nemo Claw for the open claw community. So basically, I'm not going to read this. It's really simple. Nemo Claw, the new NVIDIA Nemo Claw, it lets users install Nemotron, but basically it just makes OpenClaw better and more secure and safe. And after this announcement came out, that's when I was like, all right, I might need a local LLM. So yeah, I might have my own local LLM, mostly because I'm sick and tired of paying for these tokens, and I'm just going to have to program something local myself. I think that's where the world is going. I just think that in the future, probably next year, just like you have your, I take that back, Christmas. Let's say Christmas. By Christmas, what's going to happen is you're going to have local LLM that you just purchase on Amazon. So like $500, $600, I don't know. AT&T might have it. I don't know. But basically just going to be a box. You put it on your desk and you got local LLM. It probably exists, but I'm saying, more in a commercial aspect with higher adoption rates. It might be, the Amazon, what is it called? What's the Amazon girl's name? Layla, whatever what is it? I can't remember. Anyway, speaking of OpenAI agents, Alexa, thank you. Speaking of agents, OpenAI has entered the conversation. Yep, they have. They're saying you can accelerate your workflow by spinning up specialized agents to keep your main context window clean, tackle different parts of a task in parallel, steer individual agents as work unfolds. And that's my biggest issue with Perplexity Computer. I don't have enough control over the agents. I wish I had way more control over the agents. Maybe it'll come, but for right now, it just chooses the agents for you. Continuing along with the same thread, Manus. I feel like it's been a while since I've talked about Manus. Like, what happened to Manus? Manus is out. They've got a new update, Manus Desktop. And yeah, so looks like looks like a Mac version. And you download the app and, well, you give it access to your actual computer. Yeah. Good luck with that. So yeah, it'll organize files. It could be, a set of invoices. It could be pictures. Look at it. It's going through and like renaming stuff. Yeah. Now that could be an issue if you have things like I run OBS. So OBS is looking for a particular file name and you've changed it. That could be a problem. If you're coding and, you've named your files a certain name, just be careful that you don't have it rename a file and now your code or your music, you might be producing music. If it's going in and changing names, you're not going to find it inside those projects. So be careful. Perplexity, another update, this time Comet. Today we're launching Comet Enterprise, the most powerful AI browser. And this one looks like the AI agent version, but in browser. So it's actually, I think the best comparison here is probably Brave. Brave has like this built-in AI thing and but this one, it seems like it has more control over what it's doing. Like I see it's drafting Google Docs, Sheets, it's launching applications, so it's actually doing more than the Brave version. But yeah, like see here, it's pulling up your Google Docs. So and then here it looks like it's doing something in a Google meeting or whatever that is. Yeah. Review my meeting notes to create a sales proposal. Oh, wow. So you can take the meeting notes and then it'll just automatically turn it into a sales proposal and then send it. Yeah. So, what's funny is where we're heading is like, we're not actually going to have any person to person interaction. I don't think anymore. I think it's going to be like, you receive an email and it was written by AI. And I'm going to read the email and I'm going to have AI write the response. I think there's not going to be any person. It's just like, can you talk to this? And it's just bots talking to each other. I think that's where we're headed. Hit the like and subscribe button. Hit the like and subscribe button. Hit the like and subscribe button. Nebius is back again. Nebius and CrowdStrike struck a deal. They have struck a deal. Basically, you guys know CrowdStrike, cybersecurity. So it's basically making the Nebius AI cloud environment that much more secure. They got AI powered detection, response across infrastructure and runtime environments. Daniel Bernard of Nebius says CrowdStrike. He says CrowdStrike is a cybersecurity foundation for the AI era, securing AI wherever it runs. It's a hell of a proposition right there. Hell of a sales proposition. But they could be right. They could be right. So CrowdStrike, heavy on that. Nebius should definitely be on your watch list if you guys are investing. You should be investing if you're watching this channel. You probably are investing if you're watching this channel. But Nebius should definitely be on your table. Now, if we take a look at the Nebius stock today, it's not exactly doing too good. I was going to take a leap on this week, but I was like, nah, let me wait. And then, we're waiting for some serious price action here, but it has dipped down and it actually has hit the point of control. So, actually point of control for the past few days. What is that, since last Wednesday or last Thursday? But yeah, I think it has a little bit of room to go down before we go back up. But we'll keep an eye on Nebius. At the very least, go long on it. Not financial advice, do your own research. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you back here tomorrow.
I haven't lost yet! I've always been the weakest, and I've been mocked for it at every turn. But I still try as hard as I can. You see, I've been leveling up this whole time. I won't give in to fear. I can't get stronger that way. I'll fight, level up, and take what's mine.